What's up, guys? In today's video, we're talking about music publishing, more specifically, a few of the different types of publishing deals. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? It's Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel that teaches you how to succeed in the music business. So on this channel, we do videos about music marketing, different strategies to get your music out there, and we also break down some music industry basics like how does music publishing work. So if you're interested in content like that, then hit that subscribe button that's on the screen right now. Now, music publishing is a really important aspect of the music industry because it is one of the few that is still a really big revenue generator. So, obviously, there's money involved. You need to know how to make it. So, let's talk for a second about what music publishing is. Well, to put it very simply, music publishing is the flow of money that's generated by music, specifically by the music copyright, the composition, and the lyrics, not necessarily the master recording side, which we can talk about at another time. But music publishing, again, is really the money that flows to the songwriter as well as the music publisher, which is typically another company that helps to what you would call exploit the song or the composition. Basically, the person that goes out to make money with the music for the songwriter. Now, traditionally, the songwriter, of course, you write the song, you have 100% of the songwriting copyright. And then someone else publishes the song, and they may have a certain percentage of the publisher's share of the copyright. So all of this adds up to 200%. Why we don't call it 50-50, I don't know. But you've got 100% on the songwriting side and 100% on the publishing side. Now, when you are independent, you actually own 100% of both of those. It is not until you sign a publishing deal that any other party has a percentage of that publisher's share of your copyright. And so let's talk about a few different scenarios where you would be okay with signing over those publishing rights to make sure that you're getting a little bit more money for your music. Now, the first of these types of deals is an admin publishing deal or a publishing administration deal. Basically, in a publishing administration deal, you're going to give anywhere from 5% all the way up to 20% of your music publishing copyright to an outside entity, and their responsibility is really just to register your music for all of the different copyright or the royalties that are associated with it in all the different countries that are represented. So, music publishing, you sign that publishing admin deal, they go out and make sure the music is set up correctly after you write it, and whenever it's played at the Super Bowl or wherever, they're collecting the revenue from that movie or that music, and they'll pay it out to you minus their portion. So that's how a typical admin publishing deal works. Well, there are other ways that this works as well. Another type of deal is called the co-publishing deal. And this is the more traditional publishing deal, which basically means you write the song, so you keep 100% of your songwriter's share, and then you share in that publisher's share. Again, the publisher's job is to go out and find ways for your music to make money. So, traditionally, your music publisher, especially in a co-publishing agreement, because they own half of that publishing with you, they have an incentive to go out and collect money because whatever they collect, they get half of on your behalf. So they're going to be responsible for pitching your music for certain opportunities. Oh, there's a new Bad Boys movie coming out. Hey, I've got a perfect artist. I've got a song that would work really well for the soundtrack. If your song gets placed, or the song that you wrote gets placed, then that's money for you. Let's say you're a songwriter and not an artist. Well, a publishing company knows or has connections to learn which artists have albums coming out. For example, Beyonce and Jay-Z are working on a new album. We need source material. Hey, I've got a bunch of songwriters that are signed to my publishing company. Let me send a few of them over to Jay-Z and Beyonce. If Jay-Z and Beyonce pick one of those songs, that's amazing for you because now you've got a songwriting credit on Jay-Z and Beyonce's album. But also it's a win for your publisher because they're getting 50% of your publishing royalty from that placement. So if the Jay-Z and Beyonce song goes out and gets placed somewhere on TV or it sells a million copies or whatever, then that's revenue that's been generated for both you and the publishing company. Now, this, again, is the most common type of music publishing deal. And the reason it's so common is because, again, the major label system, just about every major label has or had at one point a major music publisher to go along with them. So there's Sony ATV, which you may have heard of because it used to be owned partially by Michael Jackson. There's EMI, who just got bought by Sony ATV. There's Warner Chappell, which again is affiliated with the Warner Brothers or the Warner Group. And so there are a lot of different major music publishing houses. And between those three, almost every major song that you've ever heard is represented. So, of course, they have a huge interest in making sure all of those catalog songs get placed. And so, again, with those publishers, they've got connections to the major industry because in a lot of cases, they're owned by the same people. So they know about production schedules. They know not only which music albums are coming up, but Sony ATV is owned by Sony, which doesn't just do music. Sony's got a record label, but they're also a major film studio. So as you can see, there are all sorts of reasons why it's important to have a music publisher. So I wanted to talk about those two deals. Now, another type of publishing deal is called a sub-publishing deal, which means you're probably going to go ahead and sign with a certain publisher based in the United States. But what about your money that's coming internationally? Well, a sub-publisher may go out and collect all of your international royalties. Now, some admin publishers will do this as well. But again, it's a third type of music publishing deal that you need to know about, especially as you grow in your popularity. Now, a couple of things to note. Typically or generally, you don't want to give away any more of your music publishing than you absolutely have to. Because again, it's one of the few areas in the music industry that will pay you consistently. And if you give up the rights to that revenue, you're going to be feeling it later. Just ask Kanye West. He's trying to get out of a publishing deal right now. It's really hard to do that because it's an agreement like anything else. And, you can't say, oh, I was really excited about it then and I'm not excited about it now. It's a contract and you're bound by that. So, take really much, I want you to take a lot of care and consideration whenever someone offers you a publishing deal. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Now, another thing that you need to know about most publishing deals is with a co-pub deal as well as a sub-publishing deal, you may be offered an advance. That advance, again, is recoupable, just like a record deal is typically, against your future earnings. So, your publisher may pay you $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a year to continue having the rights to any songs that you write. But you're not going to see a traditional royalty check until that $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 is paid back. So just remember that publishing deals can be an amazing way to provide a steady source of income for your family and to make sure that you've got all your bills paid. But again, by signing those deals and especially taking such a huge advance, you're almost guaranteeing that you never see another big check again. So it's always in your best interest to hold on to your publishing as long as you can. But I hope that this helps. I hope that you understand a little bit more about publishing deals now. If you have any questions about publishing deals, if you've ever signed a publishing deal, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. And I'll talk to you in another video very soon. Peace.